Alright, so the kind of politics President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have introduced in this country, I just pray nothing happens to him. Because if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu dies today,
why y'all glorifying the devil? Tinubu will lose. He will lose so woefully. See,
Davido went to see President Bola Ahmed Tinubu with his friends just to show loyalty.
happens to that man today, I swear to God, a lot of you APC members, you people will suffer.
Davido's uncle, the governor, he had come out earlier before now, even before the election. He said, we are endorsing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the election.
Yes, we say, oh, Tinubu is strategic, Tinubu is a king strategy, so he's a grand patron in politics, he knows politics and all. But the kind of politics he has done so far is actually to his favor, but it's very, very dangerous.
Governorship election that happened in Osun State. A lot of persons came out and they say, oh, this is a victory for democracy. But the truth is, this is a worry for democracy, not a victory.
you know, I've been seeing creators make videos talking about Adeleke Tinubu, talking about how it's not a win for democracy, it's not a win for all, we should all be consigned. People of God, why y'all acting surprised?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News, Gist and Blogs. Stay on the issue of Osun State. I know you guys are tired. Me too, I'm tired. But I cannot just come across certain videos without coming to analyze it and give to you guys. I'm going to play you guys 2 or 3 videos. And the first one is the reaction of Caesar. Caesar came out to make breakdown why he thinks that there were certain agreement between Osun State Governor Adeleke and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that all of these that you guys are calling democracy, whatever, the INEC giving the appraiser, all of them are false. But according to him, before we give you VDM reaction, I want you guys to listen to how he analyzed the visit of Adeleke family to Aso Rock before the election. We'll be right back.
Davido went to see President Bola Ahmed Tinubu with his friends just to show loyalty. Look at this picture. This is Davido's uncle, Ademola Adeleke, and Davido's father. They went to see President Bola Ahmed Tinubu just to pay loyalty, just to show we are with you. Davido's uncle, the governor, he had come out earlier before now, even before the election. He said, we are endorsing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the election. We saw that there was a time that he wanted to enter APC. I don't know where they had a mix-up. Maybe somebody that was already, mounting pressure to contest for governorship under APC does not want him to decamp because he knows if he decamps, he would want to run for a second term. So they saw it, the whole system. And what did he do? He entered Accord Party. He now contested in Accord Party. After Governor Ademola Adeleke was declared the winner of the governorship election that happened in Osun State, a lot of persons came out and they say, oh, this is a victory for democracy. But the truth is, this is a worry for democracy, not a victory. Because everything that happened in Osun State is an eyesore to what real democracy should look like. In fact, as a matter of fact, Nigerians should be concerned about what is going to happen in 2027. There are 3 things that made Adeleke to win this election. Number 1, he had enough money to match the money that APC candidates were ready to share. Number 2, he had enough thugs and foot soldiers that are ready to meet violence with violence if APC had resorted to that. Number 3, he had goodwill, men of goodwill who are tired of APC and they could not be alive to watch APC take over Osun State, at least not today, with what APC is doing in some of the states that they are currently governors and what they are doing as the federal government of Nigeria. So a lot of persons were actually open to anything that will happen, let it happen. But APC cannot be declared. But come to think of it, did you see that during this course of this election, even before the build-up of the election, a lot of APC governors were trooping to Osun State? The question is, are they from Osun State? What is Osun State their primary place of responsibility or primary place of assignment? Since when did we start having governors to travel this interstate just for campaign? This is a worry for democracy. I'm telling you this thing as somebody who has experienced election in a different climate. Do you know that one of the elections that I have participated in the UK, you can ask a lot of persons that have voted abroad, both in the US and Canada, everywhere. Even people vote by email. You vote, you send it through mail, not email. Mail. You drop it, they will, Royal Mail will come and pick it and go and submit because you have confidence that the system will go on without being compromised. But today, everything that goes on, we say, oh, this is a victory for democracy. Victory for what? Do you even know that this thing we have been shouting, you must protect your vote come 2027? What is the job of the security agencies? It is the work of the security to protect not just lives and property, but to also protect our interest during election. What do I mean? When we vote, we should be rest assured that there should be adequate security to ensure that there is no ballot theft. Nobody is coming to damage ballot boxes, or nobody is coming to steal the ballot boxes and run away with it. No, it is the job of the security agencies to ensure that there is adequate security, that nobody tampers with the ballot papers. And after it has been completed, even the INEC van that is taking the result to a collation center, local government level, it is expected that it should be secured, and it should also be sent there with the security. You will see security convoy supporting or protecting the ballot boxes till it gets to the destination. That is the job of security, not the job of the citizens. The fact that in 2026 we still have to vote, we still have to fight, stand, and ensure that our vote counts is a problem to democracy. That is not what democracy should be. Imagine what would have happened if Adeleke was not rich, to the point that even EFCC had to seal Osun state account until President Tinubu now came and said, oh, go, I have contacted EFCC to go and open it, which is very crazy. And now, after he has been declared by INEC, he had also come out in his acceptance speech to reaffirm his support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election. Do you think he's a fool? The only reason why Ademola Adeleke is supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election now is because he knows that this is just the beginning of the war that he has gotten himself into. Tinubu is not going to back down. The judiciary is already standing on his mandate. You may have won on the ballot, but anything can still happen using the judiciary. Have you forgotten that there are a lot of cases of courts giving declarations that certain political parties should be deregistered? Do you think our court party is safe? So all these things he's doing now is because he knows that it is not yet victory for him until perhaps the case has gotten to Supreme Court, because I trust that APC is going to initiate a case in this regard. Or if the case becomes started back to the point that after the window period that people are supposed to go on appeal or go to court, tribunal, election tribunal, if nobody takes him to election tribunal, that is when you will now know his true stand. But in all honesty, must we all support Tinubu before we could have peace in our different states? This is a big problem for democracy. This is undemocratic. And every lover of democracy in Nigeria should brazen up to vote out President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027. Because he does not want the success. He does not want the success of anybody, not even political parties or even political opposition. A president that came out openly and said that all is fair in politics, which means there is no difference between politics and war. To him, he sees politics as a war. You must win at all cost, which is very crazy to me. So I don't think that the victory of Adeleke is victory for democracy. It's a concern for democracy. Because by right, what Adeleke was just begging for is for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to allow a free and fair election. Could you say that? Is you saying that it's a free and fair election, or you saying that it's a victory for democracy? Was that election free and fair? Do you think there was no suppression of votes? Do you think people did not buy votes? What happened to the senator that said that anywhere you see Accord Party members, you should kill them? What happened to him? Till today, he's still alive and he's still a serving senator. If it is in a country where things work, such a man should be in jail. He is not even supposed to be outside to witness this election. And Adeleke is coming out to say, oh, I'm still supporting Tinubu's re-election. And you think he means it. He understands that this is politics. And if he comes out now to say, okay, for what APC has done to me, I'm against APC full time. In fact, to be honest with you, if he has an opportunity now, he will still come back to APC. Because what he wants is just peace. As we speak now, he does not have local government. So for a long time, the local government account of Osun State has been frozen. Do you think it's easy for him? It is not easy to fight federal government. But this is where the problem now lies. Look at, as strong as Donald Trump, he has lost elections, and he has also lost court cases. But in Nigeria today, everything the president wants goes. Because, of course, he appoints the chief justice. He appoints everybody, a next chairman. He appoints the IGP of police. He appoints the head of the military. He appoints the head of the road safety, the head of civil defense. Everything head in Nigeria comes from the office of the president. That is how you should know that the president of Nigeria is as powerful as you can ever imagine. This is crazy, and we need to take it very seriously.
You listen to what he said. You listen to his own analysis, his own opinion, his own points. But I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section to tell me your thoughts if you agree with him. Do you believe that The alliances, the visits to Aso Rock were regarding to free, fair, credible election, or was just a certain agreement according to Festus Akeamu, we will allow you to win or return to office. Then after Mango, you go ring Osun State for us in 2027. However, I want you guys to watch VDM reaction saying that the kind of politics that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is playing is very risky. That after his death, there will be a certain backlash that will happen between the APC. Now that the two formidable forces that are controlling the APC, one is dead, which is the late Buhari. Now Bola Ahmed Tinubu is alive, but the way APC is running this country, it will certainly backfire after Bola Ahmed Tinubu passed away. I want you guys to watch this video.
All right, so the kind of politics President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have introduced in this country, I just pray nothing happens to him. Because if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu dies today, if anything happens to that man today, I swear to God, a lot of you APC members, you people will suffer. Yes, we say, oh, Tinubu is strategic, Tinubu is a king strategy, so he's a grand patron in politics, he knows politics and all. But the kind of politics he has done so far is actually to his favor, but it's very, very dangerous. And if anything happens to him, all of you, these APC people, you would suffer. Because then again, a lot of you will eat yourselves in this country. And I'm here for that, right? I mean, I'm here for that, to be very honest. Now, everything became clear in this Osun election. The kind of atrocities, the kind of illegalities, the kind of corruption that I've seen so far. People unalive, people making open threats, you know, of course, because of the template of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the kind of leadership he has set in politics. Now, even the Osun State account was even closed down. They put it on PND, you know, and then Tinubu later said, oh, we put it on PND. Please, you people should remove it. He didn't instruct them, but they did it because they felt like that would make him happy. You see, it is dangerous. A lot of them also go ahead to commit a lot of atrocities, you know, step on people's toes. All of this because they want to please Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You see, and it is very, very dangerous. Like I said, it is very, very dangerous because if anything happens to that man today, you see, especially in that Lagos. I just look all of them, they laugh. Oh, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu ain't get Lagos, yes. But there are people ready to take it away from him. And don't they come of that age? Everybody, both his family, a lot of them are going to suffer for it, to be very honest. Like I said, the kind of politics he has introduced. The craziest part is, even these APC people, it's not like they like themselves. They don't like themselves. Some of them are scared. They join the party because they are scared, not because they want to identify with Tinubu. Because they are scared that if they don't, then it's a problem. Some of them are actually flagging for APC, but they are sabotaging APC. Is that bad? They didn't unite because of love. APC united because of fear. You see, the politics he's doing is very dangerous. I acknowledge that he's a great politician. I acknowledge that. I call him the greatest politician of all time. I admire him. To be very honest, personally, I love him. Because I've studied him. I like him. I like Tinubu a lot. I've studied him. But there's a problem. He is dangerous. And what he's doing is going to scatter a lot of things. So my prayer for all of you is, and these APC supporters, is that you pray that nothing happens to him anytime soon. Because he don't reach the age. And God, nature does not respect anybody. It doesn't care if you're the president or not. Nature is going to call you regardless. And nobody is above nature. They didn't unite because of love. Now let's go back to Osun. Like I said, what I've seen in Osun so far is very, very dirty. But then again, for the Adele case, you only made one mistake in this country. That is campaigning for a second term should actually not get a second term. The president that is campaigning for a second term, any politician, should not contest for a second term. Because if you worked, the people are going to fight for you. I will always use Alex Oti as a reference point. I will always use him as a reference point. That man is going to come for a second term and nobody touches him. Nobody touches it. Nobody's going to go to him. Nobody. Because his people are not even going to let you do that to him. They'll tell you, oh, this is who we want. We have seen all what he has done in the first term. The reason why people say they don't want Tinubu to continue is we have not really seen what he has done, especially with the security. We have not seen anything. Tinubu lied to us from 2023 till now. He has been lying. Oh, we'll remove subsidy, we'll use the money to do nothing. What did I say? Nothing. Insecurity, do you know how many people have died? A lot. Ultimately, I'll call him a failure. But like I said, this thing happening in Osun is not supposed to be. Yes, if you say Adeleke did not perform, no problem. But why are you sending your APC governors to go there? I saw this, my Edo brother there, Agogo. The one where they say, Edo is shining, Edo is shining. I mean, I like that guy, yeah? I like his vibe and all that. But I saw him in Osun with another guy. And the both of them, they were challenging the governor, Adeleke, that with his big belly, he go jump fence. You know, they were just saying a lot of things, threatening his nephew, David. You know, Davido is supposed to sing, wait till carry come here. You know, they be saying a lot of nonsense. So at the top of my head, I'm like, you left your own state. You came to another person's state to observe their politics with your principal, who is the Edo State governor, an APC member, right? You went there to observe. And next thing, you are busy threatening the governor. Next thing, you are threatening the governor. And again, this is the first time they are doing all of this nonsense. Where you see that, oh, this place they are contesting, APC is contesting, another party is contesting, they'll pack themselves, all the governors. They can use like 10 governors, they'll go there. They did it in, Ekiti. They did it in Ekiti. They packed themselves and they went there. They used their influence to bully everybody there. So even if they decide to vote, the vote will not even count. So if those people vote there now, we don't even know what's in there. Because as governors, they will use their influence. They'll come together, use their influence to bully the person out. So there's no way that will be a free and fair election. There's no way the vote will count. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, your politics style will destroy this country when you are no more. That's just the truth. It will destroy them. But well, before it destroys the entire country, it would have destroyed your people. What I'm saying is going to destroy this country is because whoever takes power of this country again, because PDP ruled for 16 years, they had the power. Nobody knew APC was going to come. Nobody knew APC would come. Then APC came. And APC have successfully, it's looking like they are going to do 16 years as well. Right? So if Tinubu leaves tomorrow, there's a high chance that another political party will now take the power. Guess what they will do? Of course, Tinubu did it. They will do worse. That time we don't go dictatorship. Because Tinubu bullies other politicians that don't want to join APC. That's what they do. They bully you. And like that, they want to bully Adeleke now. My own problem with Adeleke is simple. Nobody, you will not be campaigning if you actually walked. That's just my own ideology. Any governor will work, no need to tell them, say, come on, no need to even do campaign poster. You don't need it. But still telling people you will do this, oh, my next 4 years, oh, come on, man. It's a shame. Tinubu I like him, but he has ruined this country politically, all round. Because he's playing a very dangerous type of politics that is not healthy.
Anyway, you listen to his own opinion, you listen to his own points, you listen to everything. Watch what Caesar said, you listen to VDM as well. But I will ask you guys one question. What are your thoughts regarding to these two people' opinion? What do you think about what they said? But before you guys, while you guys are commenting anyway about their two opinion and their advice, I want you guys to listen to our own reaction on why she's angry over today Ednon's post about Osun State. We'll be right back.
Saw this post on Tunde Ednot's post, Good Morning Trenches, and I don't know why I'm offended. You know, I've been seeing creators make videos talking about Adeleke Tinubu, talking about how it's not a win for democracy, it's not a win for all, we should all be concerned, it raises serious concern. At this point, it's not for shout. Y'all are my leaks, and I must stay respectful at all times. People of God, why y'all acting surprised? I just want to know why y'all acting surprised. Good morning. Have we been practicing democracy? Not beyond and say they suspend governor like saying a class rep. Not beyond and say I come outside talk say I might not be alive 2027. Are y'all aware or not? Why are we acting surprised? Why are you so focused on an Adeleke that probably doesn't give a flying F about Osun people? Why are you not focusing on the Osun people who insisted that whatever your businesses have, we don't care, but we want this at this point in time? Why are you not trying to encourage them and tell Nigerians to replicate that? I don't know. Because the mofos be tagging me, come and say, it's not about democracy, good morning, it's not about democracy. What you want me to do? Come and talk about it, Tinubu. Tinubu will lose 2027. I'm saying it on the streets of Abuja. We will chase him out of Aso Rock. He will go home. This whole thing you people are doing is discouraging people. Why are you talking about, oh, we should be concerned? Okay, we are concerned. One nest. One and tell me one nest, man, no entire room. One nest. Please. What y'all talking about? Why y'all glorifying the devil? Tinubu will lose. He will lose so woefully. See, sorry guys, I had to come in because of the number of people greeting me out there. No, I've even forgotten what I was saying. But I beg, man, nobody they tag me so such posts. Glorifying the devil, you are doing the devil's work unknowingly. Because one of the key things APC wants is for people to be discouraged and not come outside 2027. Do you know or do you not know? What I beg, oh. Not even appreciating the people of Osun. Oh, we should forget about the sacrifices of the people of Osun. Really now? It was a business for them. What would Adeleke have used to bargain if not the people of Osun? The power is in the people. Hey, I beg. He's playing politics of identity. Politics of identity made him win 2023. True or false? Any conversation that is not about how people defend their vote 2027, it's a useless conversation to me. The only conversation Nigerians should be having now is how to defend votes. How to Osun Tinubu stay awake till daybreak. The fuck y'all talking about? Now they don't take less. Everywhere not get to one way they walk. Analyze. Analysis we want chop. You be like, no say that person say. Most of the person don't know what he want to. Una they analyze. If not for this one, if not for that one, if not, they're not. It's a threat. It has been a threat since. And so that's how to talk and say a fight go fit save Nigeria. If he did not have money, he would not have been able to. You know fair no? How much is presidential form? How much is minimum wage? You know fair no send money. In fact, this is the reason why a lot of you should appreciate Peter Obi. If a governor can come up that way, and imagine somebody who left government 15 years ago, still standing. Somebody please say next. Thank you.
Everybody is still reacting. What is sparking this reaction still follows up with the appreciation or the acceptance speech that Osun State Governor gave. The man cannot just retract his words now because he has said it, He cannot say, I don't know, appreciate Tinubu, I'm sorry, my people. No. But the people are angry that despite them sacrificing their life because a lot of people died, despite them sacrificing their freedom because they could have also go to work, despite them sacrificing their sleep because most of them stay awake, some of them even use their motorbike to escort the ballot box. Some of them fought with the soldiers, military, and the police. They did all kinds of things to protect the vote. But the state governor said, Bola Ahmed Tinubu allowed and come to office. So people are saying he's still playing mind game, playing politics. Remember that some APC people are trying to take the case to court that they actually won. While some people are angry that the APC never even scored the 300,000 votes that they claim they scored. Normally, they never even score up to 100,000. Despite the money they were sharing, INEC were supposed to disqualify them because they were sharing up to 50,000, 35,000 in some polling units. Minimum was 10,000 that they were sharing. Normally, according to Electoral Act, you should not buy votes. Buying votes will lead to disqualification. But because it was APC, they were still buying vote. The INEC could not do anything. The police did not do anything. On the other hand, despite what the Bola Ahmed Tinubu have did to Osun State governor by freezing his account before the election, despite though they still later release it after a lot of activists, human rights lawyers have talked here and there, they later release it for him. Despite over 30 local government have not been receiving their allocation. You know, despite the first lady Remi Tinubu went to Osun State, you know, how he humiliated the Osun State governor. They hate him for dancing and none of that. But the Osun State governor still give all the credit of this election to the president. He didn't say, oh, I thank God Almighty for keeping me alive to witness this day. And I thank the Osun people for casting their votes and protecting their votes. And I also thank the INEC for following the due procedure. Then, before you can now say, I thank Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But saying, oh, this is to tell you that I will still stick with the agreement that Osun will be in your favor. I will work in your favor. Anyway, whatever, you listen to the acceptance speech. If you have not watched it, go to our previous video. Anyway, I rest my case here. I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section to tell me your thoughts regarding to this particular video you just watched. What are your opinions? Let us know in the comment section. I love you guys. God love you more. Until we meet again. Peace out.
The election is not yet Uhuru for Accord Party and Adeleke. They should not rest on their ears because I'm taking my analysis based on what happened in Imo State. Ihedion had got victory in Imo State while the APC spin doctors went to work. And that was under Buhari. We thought it was a joke. All of a sudden. And so, the rest is history anyway. And so, with what APC is saying today in Osun State, Accord and Adeleke, they should equally go and look at the loophole where they were robbed of their own votes. Yes, they should be compiling it. They should not go and relax, thinking that they have won. Because I know APC very well. With the army they deployed in Osun State, with the type of personnel they deployed in Osun State, with all the things that played out in Osun State, something tells me that Osun State was important to Tinubu. They needed that state by all means. If not, they wouldn't have deployed such army. But that's what it is. And personnel. 15 governors. Thousands of security personnel. And so when you compare it with what happened in Anambra, you now know whether Osun was important to them. Because if it wasn't, they wouldn't have deployed all those people there. Unlike in Anambra, where there was an agreement between Soludo and Tinubu. They didn't even bother with that election in Anambra. They didn't come. Nobody. Campaign, nothing. Just suppose it with Osun State. You will now know that there is something Tinubu wanted in Osun. So all this will talk about agreement. No, there was no agreement. It's just that the people wanted, they don't want to be controlled from Lagos or from Abuja.
All right.
That's what happened.
All right then.